What's up, team? I got this question yesterday, and it's important to address objections in the sales process, right? And a lot of times those objections come in the form of questions, and they're concerns. And it's a good thing because there's an opportunity for dialogue, right? There's an opportunity for you to answer. But understand that those are concerns of a potential buyer, right? So the question was, I've got 1099 contractors, 1099 people on my team, not W-2. For those of you outside the US, 1099 is a contractor. It's simply a status, a tax status. Usually somebody, a freelancer, has their own business. A W-2 employee is an employee with all the rights and benefits and privileges and stuff of an employee, right? But those are just two different kind of tax classifications. What I want you to think about is the 1099s, the contractors, the freelancers, they are still just like your employees representing your business and your brand. If they're customer facing, if they're doing work that ends up in front of your clients, customers, patients, that's your brand. And I want you to remember this adage: you are who you hire. Okay? Think about that. You are who you hire. Those people that are in contact with your customers, those people who are frontline, those people who are producing things that are going to go out there and be in the public eye, those folks are molding your brand. And it doesn't matter what tax classification they're under, okay? What matters is, are they living your core values and embodying your culture, or are they not? Are they exceeding your performance expectations or falling below? Okay, because they're still representing your business. And somebody who encounters them from the outside doesn't know if they're a contractor or employee, and really, even if they know, they don't care. It's a reflection of your business. They're interacting. So yeah, all this stuff that we teach, all the tools and the exercises and all, they're critically important for everybody who's going to be representing you and your business, regardless of their classification status, their independence, their whatever. So think about those things. Think about how you're going to codify and communicate, get those critical items, the vision, the purpose, the values, the ultimate goals, the strategy, the target customer, all that stuff out of your head and into the heads of all the members of your organization, all the people on your team. Remember, you're the coach. You're leading the team. You coordinate the players, the processes, and the culture. All right? Hope to see you. Become one of our besties, join the best small business in the world, join the movement. Thanks. Bring that to everybody. So here's the best small business in the world. We created this program. It includes not just the book that you see here, but we're going to go into the book a little bit and what it does, because this is the foundation, the basis. But not just the book, you're going to get posters that you can transfer stuff to. I'll show you that. And then you're going to get a community of other business owners. Not only that, you're going to get group calls with access. You're going to get access to Matt and to me, okay, every 2 weeks. So we're doing group calls every 2 weeks with all the people who have purchased the book. No subscription fee, no ongoing fees for that. That's included when you buy into the program. So what do you get in the book? Because I've had a bunch of questions come through. Is this right for me and my business? I don't know. Probably, because these are the tools that every business uses. And one of the dirty little secrets I learned in a decade of being at EO Entrepreneurs Organization, by the way, where you have to be in the $1 Million Club or over to get in, right? But was through Forum, and I was in that for about 10 years. I was on the board in San Francisco as communications chair, learning chair, help coordinating learning events and all that kind of stuff. And what I learned was that regardless of the industry, regardless of your business, about 80 to 90% of the stuff is the same. I mean, it's really the same. And that's the shocking part. We get so self-referential about our own industries and our own businesses. It's amazing when you start sharing with other people and crossing over and learning from them, because they've all learned different ways of dealing with all these challenges. And what I mean by the same is, you still have to have a vision. We'll get to that in just a second. You hire people, you got to manage people, you've got to plan strategy and know what you're going to do next. You name it, most of that stuff is the same. There's some industry specific stuff around compliance if you're in the healthcare world, service delivery if you're in the service, product, sourcing and shipping and stuff like what we're doing with this in the product world. But that's such a small percentage of all the challenges that you encounter. You're going to be amazed at how much overlap and how relevant all this stuff is. So let's kick off and show you a little sneak peek inside. this is the beginning of the table of contents. Of course, we have a forward and a little bit of how to use the planner. One of the key things, though, is you're going to use Post-it notes, okay? Because as you then go through setting your vision, and your vision is foundational, to inspire your team, to get them all on the same page, to understand where you're going, and also to articulate and communicate effectively what that is, that's a critical foundational component. It also serves as your first layer of your decision matrix, all right? So you decide based on your vision whether a new opportunity is a good idea or something you should pursue. So you work on the vision, and then we go, well, what now? Well, you take those Post-its and things that you worked on in the workbuck, because we don't want you writing in the workbook, because you're going to go back and use this periodically, repeatedly. Maybe you have more than one business. You don't want to mark up the book and have to get another, buy another book, buy another program. So you use Post-it notes. You transfer those Post-it notes over here onto the poster, right? So we've got 3 different posters. Growth Planner is one of them. So you're going to put your vision, you're going to put your target customer, you're going to list your KPIs, you're going to put your 3 quarterly priorities, you're going to include all that stuff, and then that turns into a document that you can photograph, you can print, you can create your own version, and we'll give you templates and stuff, I'm sure, but create your own version that you can then get out to everybody in the organization. Because one of your main challenges as a leader is to get all that stuff in your head, out of your head, and into their heads. Okay, not just onto paper, not just onto virtual paper, but into everybody else's head. That takes repetition, that takes clarity. The better you can do at that, being clear and repeating and inspiring, ultimately, you're going to attract more of the right people. So that's awesome. And I don't mean just employees, although I do. Customers too. You're going to attract more people that want to contribute to your cause. Like our cause is democratizing business coaching. We want to reach and help all those other businesses. Don't they deserve it? Isn't that an inspiring cause? So when you start getting that stuff fired up, you start getting people to help you out, to really work with you on that challenge and overcome it. Here's another example of an exercise. So we get everybody on the same page. You end up with some questions you've got to answer there, and then 3 action items that you're going to use, you're going to take to improve staff engagement. And then that stuff's going to go into your plan and onto your posters. Another poster we've got is the priority matrix. Where are you spending your time? If you're running around with your head cut off, and like a chicken with your head cut off, and being pulled in all directions and constantly interrupted and never have enough time, where are you doing the work? So you're going to take all those things that you're doing and you're going to put them in the quadrants and figure it out. Okay, so it's a workbook, it's a program, it's a community, and you get access to us every 2 weeks. So we're also, by the way, if you join on Indiegogo real soon, we will throw in an extra coaching program from us. One of us will sit down with you for an hour and do a real coaching plan. It's not a sales call, it's not any of that. We're going to help you with your business. Okay, so that usually goes for more than the entire program by itself, but we're doing that for the first 100 people on Indiegogo. The other thing we're throwing in is free shipping anywhere in the world. So if you speak my language and you understand what I'm saying, we will ship it to you for free. I don't care if you're in India, Timbuktu, New Zealand, the UK, anywhere in America, Canada, Mexico, wherever, any continent, South Africa, you name it, Australia, don't want to leave anybody out, Japan, the list is too long. So, but if you can understand what I'm saying, you can get the book, we'll ship it to you for free. So your purchase price is all in. No monthly subscriptions, no additional fees. That's it. So if you think it's too good to be true, try us out, because on top of that, we're guaranteeing you're going to be happy. All right. If you're not happy, if you're actually using it, that's the one stipulation. You've got to actually use it. If you use it and it doesn't work for you, or you're not happy, we will make it right. Whether that means refunding you your money or whatever we need to do, we're going to make it right. We're going to make you happy. All right. See you on the other side. That community, since it's the best business in the world, you're going to become one of our besties. All right. So don't you want to be a bestie? Come on, join us. Join the revolution.